Welcome to Coyote Classics in Green, Iowa. Today, Brady and I are going to be checking out this sweet 1979 Pontiac Trans Am. Really a badass car. It's a freezing cold day here today. We've had this one out here warming up for about 20 minutes, so engine's at temp. Gorgeous engine compartment. Under the hood's the numbers matching 403 olds. This car came from the factory with an automatic, hence it has the 403 olds. Now if this car would have came with a 4-speed, it would have got the Pontiac 400. So it's got the numbers matching 403 olds, aluminum heads, a lot of chrome. I like what they did with even all the hoses and stuff are chromed. Really shines up this engine compartment. Car does have factory air conditioning and that works. Also has power steering, power brakes, and a lot of Trans Am guys are going to like to hear this. This one has the T-tops as well. Seems like we haven't had a T-top Trans Am in a while. We've had a lot of Trans Ams. It's been a minute since we've had one with the T-tops. So really sharp engine compartment. The gold bird. All the decals are in awesome shape. They're brand new. Hood lines up good. It's been sitting out here for, like I said, a little while waiting for us to do this video. So it's got a light coating of dust on it, but real nice black paint. I don't know when the paint was done. I'm guessing 15 years ago, but held up really nice. It's got a great shine. Front nose is in good shape. You have maybe a couple small little cracks there, but very typical for these Trans Ams. And this one's in one of the better shapes I've seen. Rarely do you see a perfect Enduro front bumper on these Trans Ams. Paint's got a good shine. It's got the silver snowflake wheels, 17-inch in the front, and I think they're 18s in the back, but we'll check that here in a minute. Hood lines up pretty good, sticks up just a tiny bit across the fender, but a lot of times these big TA hoods don't line up great. This one, not too bad. Paint's got a good shine. Door's very nice and straight. Door fits good as well. Dog leg here is nice and solid. These are such good looking cars, aren't they, Brady? The black with the gold decals. T-tops are in good shape. On the glass here, it looks awesome. The guy at one point had it kind of etched 79 or etched Trans Am there on both sides. Don't look too bad. Door panels are awesome. Make sure you go to the website and check out the undercarriage pictures. We have about 20-25 pictures of the undercarriage showing you how solid this one is. Corner of the door is rust-free original. Door rubbers look original too. I mean, they're still pliable, but you can tell up here they're just worn and cracked a little bit towards the top. Door jamb paint's nice. Interior's really in great shape too. I don't know if it's the original seats or if they've been redone, but those look excellent. Carpet looks nice. Center console's in good shape as well. Dome light works. T-tops are nice and clear. Headliner looks good. Back seat looks good as well. It does have this little carpeted cover on the dash. And now the dash is really in good shape. There's one small crack, or one crack right there. The rest of that dash is excellent, but guy had that on there, so we just left it. All the brushed aluminum dash and gauges all look good. It's got tilt wheel, power locks, power windows, factory tack, factory air. A lot of nice options. Speakers were cut into the door panels for both sides. Doors open and close good. Really nice and straight. I don't see any issues behind the rear tire here. Spoiler lines up great. Driver's side looks just as straight as the passenger side. Got maybe a couple little chips down here, nothing major. And you can see a reflection anywhere in this paint. It's got a great shine to it. Nice and solid here as well. Bottom of the door looks good. Door fits nice. Again, original rubbers, so they're kind of worn. If a guy wanted to do something, it wouldn't hurt to put some door rubbers on it. Corner of the door is nice and solid. So is the bottom side of the door. Driver's seat's in good shape. Tilt wheel, and the column's really nice and tight too. A lot of times you'll see one with tilt wheel and that column will be kind of loose and worn out. This one's really nice and tight. And I believe, we'll check when we get in, but I believe this here, it's got electric exhaust cutouts, and I believe that's what those are for. Roof rail rubbers look good. Look good on both sides. Roof rail rubbers are nice. Door rubbers have some wear. I did see there's a couple chips right here. Maybe I've been touched up. Might buff too. Maybe it's not a chip. Might just be a little sap or something there. But really great looking car. We'll take her down the road and go through it, show you what works and what does not. All right, so these switches down here to point out earlier. The red switch sounds like that's for an electric fuel pump. When I turn that on, you can hear the fuel pump running. And the other switch with the arrows on it, I think is for the exhaust cutouts, but they're not hooked up right now. Factory clock works, factory tack works. It's got heat and air conditioning. We don't need the AC today. Temp gauge works. Like I said, I've had it sitting out here warming up. Still not overheating, running about 170. It's been idling out here for a long time. Gas gauge works, amp gauge works. The oil pressure gauge, the needle's way over above 80, so I'm not sure if that gauge is working or not. So wipers work. So the only things that aren't working on this car right now is I think the oil pressure and this old Kenwood radio I don't believe is working, but I could just be working the radio wrong. Other than that, pretty much everything works. We've had the car running here, so it's up to temp, running about 170 right now. A lot of power.
Yeah, it really throws you back.
It just keeps pulling too. It's got nice gears in it, good shift. This thing hauls ass. And numbers matching 403 olds, but it's definitely not stock in horsepower. They got the aluminum heads on it, and one of the quicker Trans Ams I've been in a bit.
Yeah.
That's just putting it in drive and going. Once I turn around up here, we'll go through the gears manually and see what she can do there too. It's got a lot of pull. Speedometer's not working right now, so I'm not sure if that's cable or what happened there, but we will take a look at the speedometer and get that working on our sold ticket. Brakes are awesome. Really nice pedals, stop perfectly straight, no pull left or right. This is a fun car. All right, now we're gonna go through the gears. Man, what power. Squealed them all the way through first, second, and the third. Was shifting there at 4,500 RPM. Look at this, no hands on the wheel. For now I'm going around the curve, but the front end's excellent. Thing hauls ass.
It does.
And even with the T-tops, we have a windy day and T-tops, and there's really not much for wind noise in here. Seals up good. What a badass car. This thing's a lot of fun. Make sure you check it out on our site, coyoteclassics.com. This thing's just ready to rock and roll. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next test drive.